Definitely recording now. It's definitely recording.
Right. Definitely recording this time?
It's definitely recording this time.
20 minutes worth of waffling
Literally
last time and
20 minutes wasted. It was probably the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life as well. No matter what we do now, that cannot compete to the first take where I didn't even turn the camera on. And that's your fault. Boys and girls, it's Phranchize.
Nice Guy Jonny.
It's another edition of the Masturbate, where me and him sit and talk about just stuff.
Shoot shit.
Shoot the shit. We just have a debate on anything really. Gaming, movies, general nerdgasmic sort of. That is a brain fart. We're going to talk over the topics that we said we'd talk about. It's dominated massively by movies.
Yeah, two major movie moments. Really.
Two big movie newses, and just.
Although one goes beyond.
Wind it again. Every video.
What do you expect?
Every video. Like, what is it? I don't burp ever. And I get in front of a camera. I might burp sometimes.
So the soft drinks are available.
News. The big bit of news.
May the force be with you.
Star Wars 7.
Mickey Mouse in Star Wars 7.
Mickey Mouse.
Comprehend this though. What was it? Something like $4 billion?
It was 2
point something
billion quid.
Yeah.
English money.
Jesus.
Which equates to like 4 billion US dollars. $1 billion? But arguably, is there another $1 billion franchise other than Star Wars?
But,
Has any franchise spanned coming up 4 decades?
But Disney paid about that much for Marvel as well.
That's a hell of a shout though, really. Marvel's never made a loss, has it?
So like...
Ever. Apart from like, even though Daredevil probably should have. And Elektra. Is Star Wars 7 a good idea?
Or what, Star Wars 7 a good idea, or Disney buying Lucasfilm?
Disney buying Lucasfilm I'm not too bothered with if it was for merchandising. Merchandising purposes. Because we've never had a full actual Stormtrooper suit that you could buy. And I mean, I'd be in the market for one of them. You've seen all my shit. The question, what's the question? Can you repeat the question?
Is Star Wars 7 a good idea?
Star Wars 7 a good idea on 3.
On 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
No.
Ooh, difference of opinion. I think it's a good idea just to relinquish some creative control from Mr. Lucas. And I think he knows it's a good idea as well, you know, just he's had his play, and he's played for it a long time, and in his words, he's handed off to a new generation of filmmakers. And yes, he's going to stay on with creative consultant stuff, but it loosens the binding a bit. So I think it could be, you know, how episodes 1, 2 and 3, the prequels, turned out. I think it gives people a bit more hope that the next one might be a bit more free in its creativity. I'm
sort of glad Lucas has sort of relinquished control based purely on Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
You think?
Aye.
Just for that?
Just for that reason.
It wasn't all his fault though.
I'm blaming him.
Fair enough.
Fuck you, John. I don't think it's a good idea because of John Carter.
Oh, Disney's other
I blame John Carter. Disney tried to do sci-fi with John Carter, and how much promise was that? How much money did Disney throw at that?
But that Disney did the mistake of, you know, thinking they can throw so much money in to fix it. But once that happens, you're not going to make your money back.
Are you alright? George Lucas has got control of it.
Star Wars 7.
Must kill franchise.
Middle ground.
We were middle ground between 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2 and 3. But if anybody asked what trilogy would you like to align yourself to, I would always go with the first trilogy. Like the first trilogy pre George Lucas getting bored and fucking about with it.
In my opinion, you go...
No! I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I just watch Star Wars, like, the next time it gets an anniversary, it's just...
different actors.
Aye, different actors, and Han Solo dies in the first one. Han Solo's dead. Changes the full landscape of the movie.
I love you, I know, I love you. I love you too.
I love you too, sweetie. Oh, I love you. I'm in love with somebody else. I'm using you. You will move on to the next big movie.
Yeah. Go on.
Big movie news. Skyfall.
Boom. Thanks. Hang on.
50th anniversary of Bond. Skyfall.
Bond 23, Skyfall.
Bond 23.
Return to form after Quantum of
A
Solace.
fine return to form. Quantum of Solace, by no means a bad Bond film, but by no means one of the better Bond films either.
Mm.
Sort of middle ground, sort of floating about there with like Live and Let Die sort of thing. Although no, wait, Live and Let Die, was that the one with Christopher Walken in it?
Think so. Best Bond ever?
Actor or film?
Oh, okay, film. Is this something you have to go back and
Pass.
watch them all first? Bond actor ever?
I'm a Moore. I'm a Moore fan. I'm a Roger Moore fan. There's suave, sleek, sort of cheeky, yet he'd chop you in the back of the neck and knock you clean out. Like, I have chopped people in the back of the neck. I've thought,
I know.
probably you actually, I've thought I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to knock him out like Bond. Ta! And then just people end up just going, oh! What the fuck? Roger Moore, your favourite Bond?
You see, I'm just against the curve at all. I like Timothy Dalton just because it was more of a dark representation. The actual how Bond was written.
Timothy Dalton, I watched something on the telly box. Timothy Dalton is like, on paper, is the best actor to have ever played a James Bond.
Yeah, he's a thespian. Oh yes, yes.
Proper classic.
No.
What a thespian does.
Oh, lesbian thespian.
I do like Daniel Craig though. Daniel Craig is fast becoming my favourite Bond because I like the new sort of gritty, dark Bond.
And that's where usual Roger Moore fans don't like seeing, was it vulnerability or like, you know, the human side of Bond.
Aye.
You know, they don't like the facade being broken, whatever.
Roger Moore
So-
technically was just a caricature of a British spy, wasn't he? In that role. I
Yeah, just
suppose.
have the comeback for everything. It wasn't
Just a witty remark.
so.
St. John Smythe.
Okay, we've done best film, best Bond actor, best Bond villain in Skyfall.
Best Bond villain in Skyfall. Extra number 4.
Skyfall has the best Bond villain, true or false?
Skyfall has the best Bond villain.
Yes.
Javier Bardem.
If there was a man born to play a psychopath.
If there was a man born just to be a bloody villain, then it's him. He is evil personified, psychopath personified, and I don't know. I've never been so intimidated by a man that looked so outrageously camp in all my days. And like, I've been out on a gay night in Sunderland before. Not looking for anything in particular, mind you. Bear that one in mind. I went into town for a takeaway. That's what I'm talking about.
Take away, yeah.
And he was delicious. We'll get back on track here. 1, I'm not gay. I'm not gay, I swear to God. Javier Bardem, best Bond villain ever. Best psychopath ever. Even in roles where he's not necessarily playing a villain or a psychopath, I just don't trust him.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I think it's like the hairstyle as well. Just everything about even what he's wearing, you're thinking he looks like someone you might see on a Tuesday night. but also that person might, you know, rip your head off.
In normal circumstances, you would never be intimidated by a man who rocked up to you with that sort of hair. Like, it would be like me. It would be like somebody with my hair just rocking up to you. Where does it work? It wouldn't work. You wouldn't be intimidated. You'd be like, Phranchize? Told you the first time. He works at McDonald's. Fuck off. The festive season. Gaming's sort of
The run up to Christmas has started.
the big money period, the big money quarter for gaming. It's like, now we are. Just have a look around. You're in it.
Essentially a release per week up until Christmas.
I
A
like
minimum.
based solely on games that I am buying.
Yeah.
In this month alone, like back end, if we're talking a pay month, so if I go from the 25th to the 25th, in that period alone, there's like 300 quid's worth of games. That's ridiculous.
Vita on top of that, if you're buying any Vita games.
Vita, I've got Assassin's Creed Liberation for my Vita. I might take that out of the packet next year.
And then Wii U.
Wii U's pre-ordered, that's coming out as well. Christmas is cancelled for everyone in my family if you're watching. I just don't have the funds.
They've intentionally kept it. That's one annoying thing. A lot of companies have delayed releases just to get on top of the Christmas rush.
To capitalise on Christmas sales.
And now you've got too many to choose from.
Far too many.
Except you buys them all.
Yeah, but I don't have time to play them all.
But I bought this. I
just get bored of buying things, and I never thought I'd see the day when I got bored of buying things.
It's
Look around!
It's the seventh sign.
when did I go so wrong? But of the big games that are coming out now, obviously there's going to be only a few that'll really capitalise, I think. Black Ops 2, nobody needs to second guess that one. Just the name alone will shift. It'll break its own record yet again.
Don't think I'll buy it, but
Assassin's Creed 3, I think that'll probably do rather well over the festive season.
Yeah.
Halo 4.
Halo 4.
The Master Chief returns.
Got Hitman coming next month.
Hitman.
And that advertising has started already.
Hitman.
Half the TV shows are on to sponsored by Hitman. Not available to buy yet.
Just like Murder She Wrote. Murder She Wrote, sponsored by Hitman.
Yeah.
Angela Lansbury. Just like, somebody's died here.
Pre-order through game.
Pre-order through game. Get your Angela Lansbury skin. PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah.
Blatant rip of Super Smash Brothers.
But released just for Christmas because they know.
Because people will buy it.
Games Christmas.
People will buy it. Although nobody should ever be allowed to mimic that genre or imitate Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is arguably one of my favourite. Not arguably, it is one of my favourite Nintendo franchises.
I mean, there's only one game where button mashing is actually in the controls.
It's acceptable. It's encouraged. All of those games are coming up, vying for your hard-earned cash and your hard-earned cash. Are you going to get any of them?
Hitman's pre-ordered. Halo 4 is teetering.
How are you teetering on Halo 4? Early reviews suggest Halo 4 is not only the best Halo game ever, which is a hell of a shout given how good Halo's been as a series. If you take out Halo Wars, which is highly unnecessary, that didn't even need to be a Halo game. It's going to be not only the best Halo game, but like they've said, early indications suggest it's like the best Xbox 360 game of the past 2 years.
I think to appreciate as much, I'm going to have to play it multiplayer, and my multiplayer time, as of recent, is non-existent. So that's why I'm picking games where, you know, it's like Hitman and Assassin's Creed 3, where you can get lost in the core of the storyline.
Get lost, like Assassin's Creed 3 just gets so involved in this character.
You literally get lost.
Oh my god, I love this character. I'm so glad I'm this. Wait a minute, who the fuck is Connor? This Indian looks strangely like an English white man. He doesn't even sound Native American. Wrapped up there. This has been the Masturbate. I'll not put the date on. I'll put the date on when I actually post it. I'll have to put it out before Halo 4 comes out though, because then it would just look like we're just way behind the times, and I don't want anybody knowing the truth. This has been a Masturbate. This has actually been the second Masturbate. Arguably the first one probably had better material in it, but some fucking idiot forgot to press record.
It's your camera.
It was me, alright. I've been the Phranchize.
I've been Nice Guy Jonny.
Until next time, laters. Give them a wave. That's it.
I just salute them.
You're just saluting them. You're not going to say bye or have some sort of...
Well, last time I signed off, you got a bit bitchy.
You haven't even got a sign-off line for these lovely people.
Bye.
I go sort of, until next time laters, that's my thing. You need a thing.
I'll see you when I see you.